Hey baby, happy Father's Day, August 1st. It's a new month. First time Father's Day has ever happened in August, but here we are, August 1st, 2021. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to me. Today's Sunday, and I'm relaxing a little bit. I worked hard yesterday. If you remember, I worked on a tractor, and it was hot. It's kind of the dog days of summer, as we said. And so today I'm relaxing a little bit. I'm reading some of my books. I love to read. I've loved to read for a big part of my life, actually most of my life. My great Aunt Lou, who is your great Aunt Lou, is your paternal grandfather's aunt. She raised him. This is my father. She raised him when my father's parents were killed in a train accident. And her name was Lulu Khan. Aunt Lou is what we called her. She had more books than I had. I mean, she had so many books in her home you had to walk around. Stacks of books, mountains of books, and she loved to read. She was a school teacher when she was young. Kind of just like me, actually. Believe it or not, I took out after her a little bit. I have a lot of books. I don't have as many as her, and obviously I'm a teacher as well. So, but anyway, I occasionally will share with you some of my most favorite books, the books that I enjoy the most. And today, it is Into Thin Air. Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer. Jon Krakauer is an author, obviously. He's an outdoors author. He's an adventure author, and he writes books about different adventures. And this one happens to be about Everest, Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world. And in 1996, a long time before you were born, there was four almost main expeditions that went to the top of Mount Everest. One of them was led by a man named Rob Hall. He was from New Zealand, the country of New Zealand. The other one was led by an American. His name was Scott Fisher. There was a Taiwanese expedition, and there was an Indian expedition. So there were four, I guess. And expedition is a group of people that paid money and worked together to try to get to the top of Mount Everest. It's a very dangerous thing to do. It's not an easy place to get to, and the air is very thin, and it's a very high mountain. Well, there was an accident, and there was a bad storm that happened, and some of the men and women died trying to climb the mountain, because again, it's a very dangerous thing. Jon Krakauer was invited by Rob Hall, one of the expedition leaders, to join them and to write a story. And this is the story. This is the book, Into Thin Air. It's the story about it. It's an amazing book. It's a very exciting read. I've always loved hiking and mountain climbing, and I've been to a lot of mountains, Colorado and California and Tennessee and North Carolina and even Alaska. And so I really enjoyed this book by Jon Krakauer. And one of these days, maybe when you're really adventurous in your reading skills, as you learn to read, you'll pick this up and read it, and kind of experienced what Daddy experienced when he read it. Anyway, one of my favorite books, Into Thin Air, Climb on Everest by Jon Krakauer. Reading is very important. You can't live your whole life in books, but what's interesting about a book is you can live a life that you don't have time to live otherwise. You can travel to many different worlds and times and live many different lives by reading books. So not just the knowledge that you gain, but it's the lives that you can live and you can learn about and you can experience while also being yourself. So reading is very important. It calms you, it allows you to relax, it allows you to be quiet, it allows you to learn, and it allows you to travel. So anyway, we continue traveling in time every day. I'm visiting and thinking of you. Happy Father's Day.